Legacy of a Stray Wolf by Pascal Animasord Dooley. Chapter 2. When Travellers Meet.
My name is Buren Wilkrone, werewolf and a noble journeyman, or drifter, however you want to put it. Until recently, I was just wandering around the world, looking for something to do. But then my sister, a general of Snowcap, asked me to keep an eye on a mercenary group named Granny's Company that was targeted by a mysterious group of extremists called Land's Judgment. It's really strange. But hey, it's not like I had anything better to do. So anyway, I was subtly trailing behind the group at a safe distance.
You can stop following us anytime now.
Hey, I'm not following you. I'm just going where the wind takes me.
This is the Eastern Road. The wind's blowing south.
Ah, well, I have a poor sense of direction.
Ugh. Just don't get in our way, all right.
Yeah, the old elf they call Granny is as sharp as a knife, in both wits and tongue. She easily saw through my first few attempts to go by unnoticed, so I had to change tactics pretty quickly. Sometimes it's better for people to think you're a fool rather than a threat. Mind you, I bet she can easily see through it. Not only has she seen me fight, but she uses the same tactics herself. She talks like a kind old lady to strangers, so they relax around her. But trust me, there's a cold demon behind this thin elderly. Anyway, after a while we ended up in Lakanda, a small village just off the main road. Sure, it wasn't the most exciting place. In fact, some people call it a boring, lifeless hole. But hey, it's quiet and has a bar, so it's the perfect spot to rest. I decided to use this time to break the ice and treat the mercenaries to a few drinks, hoping to try and learn some more about them. That at least had some success, especially when we started trading stories. And then wham! I slammed my axe through the monster's leg, and let me tell you, it doesn't matter how big they are. Once they've lost a leg, they fall down hard. You should have seen the necromancer's face as his summon almost fell on top of him.
I bet he was wetting his robes after something like that.
The excitable one is a young dragonkin named Jareck. Dragonkin look mostly like humans, save for their eyes and hair being brighter colors. That, and the ability to shapeshift into a dragon. I hate to be there when Jareck transforms, as he has all the maturity and pent-up energy of a 7-year-old on a sugar rush.
Oh, please. I bet you make half of that stuff up.
The kid with the attitude is a half-elf knife user named Galen. Out of all of them, he's clearly got the biggest ego. But I can't tell if he's really a pessimistic killjoy, or trying to act tough in front of the others. Could be a bit of both, I guess.
You take that back!
Why? It's not like he's got any proof.
I admit it was dark and the snow made it hard for them to see, but the rest of it was all true. Of course, you can always spar with me if you want to see how good I am.
I'll pass.
I knew it. You always chicken out of fights. You're afraid of losing.
That's Jane, a human axe wielder who seems to be more relaxed than the others. Although she seems to have picked up her commander's sharp tongue as well.
I'm not afraid. I just don't see the point.
But you picked the fight in the first place. You can't pretend to be superior now.
Whatever.
So, Mr. Bren?
The shy girl's a werewolf mage named Krala. She's a little quieter than the others, but she appears to get along with them. It's just me she acts nervous around for some reason.
Are you traveling the rest of the way with us?
Maybe, maybe not. I never have a set destination in mind. I just keep walking and see where I end up.
Is that right? Then I guess I better go a few rounds with you before you leave.
Jareck!
Oh, come on! I want to see this guy in action and test my muscle.
I really don't think we should.
The young healer Hugh and his twin sister Cassie, an archer, are the last two members of the group, and to be honest, they make Krala look like a chatterbox. This is the first time they've said anything throughout the discussion, and they've been trying not to look at me this whole time. They appear to be human, but I don't know. There's an odd smell to them, one that's strangely familiar.
Come on, Jane, you and me. We can team up against him.
Calm down, Jareck. We're meant to be keeping a low profile, remember? I don't want to attract any more attention.
But...
Look, just use this time to rest up. We're going to cover a lot of ground before nightfall, and this will be your last chance to relax. If you really want to spar with him, you can wait until we set up camp.
How do you know I'll be around by then?
Don't be cute. You're not going anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, for today's entertainment I am proud to introduce the mysterious wolf from afar, mistress of the Eastern Fan Dance, Aringha.
Thank you all. I hope you'll enjoy this.
Oh, you should have seen this. The dance was beautiful on its own, but Aringha? She was drop-dead gorgeous. Some might say a werewolf clad in those dresses the women of Chekwin wear would look a little strange, but she carried it off so well. I think anyone of any race could see how beautiful she was. Sleek black fur, blue eyes, silky white patches. She was the stuff of dreams. I enjoyed watching her dancing with those fans. But if only I knew then what lay under the surface of that cool beauty.
that was great. I've never seen a dance like that before.
I hear it's pretty common in Chekwon. In fact, there are some families that dedicate their entire lives to it and train their children as soon as they can walk.
Do you think we'll ever go to Chekwon, Granny?
Maybe, dear. But we're going to have to wait for a client who wants us to go there.
Have you ever been there, Bren?
Nah, I'd love to go, but the boats are ridiculously expensive. Not something a journeyman like me can afford.
Seems like a long way for some dance.
You're not sulking, are you?
No, I'm just bored.
Well, if that's the case, you could go shopping for some supplies. Galen and Cassie can go with him.
Fine.
Yes.
I'm just going to go get some more drink. I'll be back in a minute.
Another round, sir.
Yep, one more before hitting the road.
Same here.
Very well, coming right up.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a mercenary group quite like yours.
And I've never seen a drifter like you. And I rarely see that at my age.
You've certainly created a strong family with those kids. I find it hard to tell if you're their commander or their mother.
They lost everything before joining the company. Their homes, their families. Some of them can't even remember what they lost. I set up this group to try and give these young souls some kind of home, and raise them as best I can.
That's a nice thing to do. Still, I can't help but wonder. Your skills look more professional than any mercenary I've ever seen, and you insist that everyone, even strangers, call you Granny. Mind if I ask what drove you to that?
Who I was before this doesn't matter. Besides, I could ask you the same thing. Why does a drifter who claims to have no attachments wear a military-issue claw glove and fight with a style similar to the Snowcap Army?
Fair point. I guess there's no reason for either of us to dwell on the past.
And yet you haven't thrown away that glove.
I'm sorry?
And here are your drinks. Enjoy.
If you think you're avoiding pain with this lifestyle, then you're wrong. Those without any destination or directions back home are hopelessly lost. Nothing more.
Her words certainly struck a nerve, though I'd never have admitted it at the time. My only response was to keep drinking and mentally deny what she had said. But, even with my mind trying to block out unwanted feelings I thought I'd thrown away, as I glanced at my battered claw glove, I couldn't help but remember days long gone. The days when I was something more than just a traveler. The days I was a knight of Snowcap, the werewolf capital.
Hey, Bryn! Can you see anything?
Nope. It looks like they've decided to run and hide for the moment. No attempts are being made to attack us.
Good. Then we have some time to rest. Don't want to tire ourselves out before we engage with them.
True.
Bryn, what's wrong?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Thank you.
I see. I don't mean to pry, but is it about your father again?
No, it's not that. Well, not entirely. I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot these past few days. I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. I mean, Father and every other superior officer keep telling me and Luna that we have to live up to our family's legacy. And I've been trying. Ever since I was a cub, I've kept pushing myself to reach that. And I've done a lot. I've been an instructor. I've led missions. I've survived more battles than I can count. Hell, we both got promoted last week. But no matter what I do, nothing seems to be good enough. No well done, or a good show, or even a freaking smile. I put all of this blood and sweat into being what they want me to be. And they're still not happy. Then what's the damn point of it all?
It's a tough one to answer. I wish I could relate, but I went against my parents by joining the academy. So no one had any expectations of me.
I guess. I never made a choice like you did. So these duties, this life of living up to other people, the life of night, it feels like someone else's life. And it's beginning to feel empty and frustrating. And one big waste of time.
Hey, come on. There's no need to go that far.
Isn't there?
No. You said it yourself. You've done a lot of great things. Why should you put yourself down and throw it all away now? I've seen your eyes in battle. The eyes of someone who's pushing themselves to the limit. The eyes of someone watching over everyone in the area. You enjoy fighting, and you love protecting people. So being a knight is not the problem. The frustration is coming from the pressure that everyone's putting on you. And honestly, who cares what they think? As far as I'm concerned, the legacy we leave behind is not the tales of valor or the glory we bring to our families. It's the people we serve and protect. Neither of us have made big names for ourselves, and probably never will. But honestly, I'd say we do a damn fine job serving our people.
I suppose you're right.
My advice will be to just relax and stop worrying about what other people think of you.
Ha! That's rich coming from the one who was stiff as a board during the ceremony.
Come on, cut me some slack. I was nervous. The prince was there and everything.
Stop worrying about what other people think of you.
Besides, I'm not the one who had their face stuck in a serious glare for an hour afterwards.
Hey, Father would have belted me if I'd so much as smirked whilst you took forever to say thank you to the prince.
Like that grumbling whisper you gave him was any better? I'd better get going. See how everyone else is getting on.
Sure. Thanks, Morris.
No problem. That's what friends are for.
Morris.